Hi, ladies. My name is Aaliyah, and I'm a sophomore aerospace engineering major at the illustrious Skegee University, also known as the pride of the swift growing South. I'm here to talk to you all about my experience at Tuskegee and also just my experience overall as a college student. So, I chose to attend Tuskegee mostly because it felt like a home away from home to me. Whenever my mom and I would go visit and stuff, they made us feel like we were just part of their family. Like the homecomings and open house, like all of that stuff felt like just a family reunion. But I didn't only love the school because it's fun. I also like it because it has such a rich history and legacy. So I don't know if y'all know who George Washington Carver is, but he was like this big inventor in the early 1900s. He was a teacher at Tuskegee, and he played a very important role in the school's agricultural school becoming so known around the world. And I don't know if y'all also know, but the bricks that were made to build some of the earlier buildings on at the school, the students actually made them themselves. Like, which school have you heard of that had made their own bricks to make the school? Like, that makes Tuskegee so cool. But also, the Tuskegee Airmen themselves, they contribute to the legacy. Like, anywhere across the world, you're going to hear Tuskegee, people are going to bring up the school or they're going to bring up the Airmen. And that's an exciting thing to be associated with. So, I first heard about the Tuskegee Airmen when I was watching a movie called Red Tails. Red Tails was about Tuskegee Airmen, and they were a group of African American pilots who flew in World War II. So the movie inspired me to become a pilot myself, actually. And I know that when I graduate from Tuskegee, I want to fly in the Air Force and then later at a major airline like Delta or Southwest. But yeah, so I don't know if it's obvious, but I absolutely love my school. I love it because it's just fun. We're just always having an amazing time with each other. Like, it's like I'm hanging out with family all the time. I made a lot of connections there, like school wise, future career wise. It's helped me with a lot of connections with that. I made a lot of connections just all over the world. Like, even, oh hey, you know my mom, and my mom this and this and that. Like, there's just so many connections that I made at Tuskegee that I know I'll cherish for the rest of my life. I also love my school because, of course, the legacy behind it and just how at home I'm always feeling. My favorite things about Tuskegee is probably the fact that it's the number one producer of Black aerospace engineers. I live in the best dorm on campus, which is Whitehall, and it's just an amazingly beautiful campus. Like, if you ever visited during homecoming, which is the fall season, the leaves start changing colors and you start looking at the Ave, and it's just extremely beautiful. Like, it's a campus like no other. You're never going to see a campus that looks anything like Tuskegee. It's one of the best HBCU-wise. So yeah, unlike most schools in New Orleans, Tuskegee is very rural. Yes, very rural, and it's very isolated. So there's not like a lot of town. There's no type of city around it. The closest town is 20-30 minutes away. So it's just very isolated, but I also like that about it because it helps you focus on what you need to focus on. Like, there's not a lot of chances of being distracted because there's no major city around you to be distracted with like there is in New Orleans. Like, there's no Mardi Gras or anything like that. And my mom misses me and stuff, but I think she likes the fact that I'm at Tuskegee because it's helped me to expand my horizons beyond New Orleans. And I don't want y'all to be afraid to do that if you're considering going to another school. Even if you have a parent that's like, I kind of wish you go to Xavier. I'm just throwing that out as an example. Xavier isn't a bad school or anything, but there's nothing wrong with expanding your horizons and getting another view on the world. So I believe you should definitely do that. Because I was in the situation y'all were in at one point, going to Delta Gyms and Delta Academy. And, you just got to take in those opportunities that they offer to you, like the connections they give you. Like, I can give y'all my contact information at the end of this, but this is a connection right here. You could meet me now, and 2 years later, y'all come to Tuskegee, and I can help you while you're at Tuskegee, because you know it's isolated. But once you leave there, you're a Tuskegee student forever. So we all stay connected. So yeah, you know, you just really got to take advantage of the opportunities you're offered in high school, like ACT prep. ACT might not be as serious now because of the virus and stuff, so it's not as important. But when everything starts to get back in order, you know, that ACT score is going to be something very important. So take advantage of ACT prep. If your teachers are doing tutoring or anything, take advantage of that. Don't let your friends tell you, oh, it's not important, let's go hang out. Don't do that, because you got to take advantage of every opportunity. When I was in high school, I went to Ben Franklin High School. When I was in high school, I didn't really do a lot of social stuff, but my grades were very important to me. And that's what helped me get a scholarship at Tuskegee. I'm on a presidential scholarship, full ride, and they give me $400 a semester just for books. So I'm not paying for anything except for the gas to get to Tuskegee and back. And it's amazing. You know, and while we're on the topic of scholarships, I want to tell y'all about some of the scholarships that Tuskegee has. So, as I said before, the main one is the presidential scholarship, full ride. You don't have to pay for anything except the gas to get there and back. You need a 3.7 GPA, or at least that's how it used to be. You call the school to see if that's changed or anything, or check their website. Then there's the University Merit Scholarship, 3.5 GPA, it's full tuition and books. You got to pay room and board, but I mean, it's better than not getting any money. And then University Achievement is $10,000. And under that, the Tuskegee University grant, which is just $8,000. But, you know, all of those are depending on GPA. So, you know, like I said, you got to keep your GPA up and, you know, just stay focused in school, guys. That's the most important thing here. That's the most important thing I want y'all to know. So, yeah. Nice talking to y'all.